believe that's probably Charles' 11th win of the season. He's about evened his record up now. Charles in some pretty tough weight classes over this holiday season. Couple tough tournaments that he really had the better wrestlers.
Now wrestling 100.
Now we have Doug Forlano. Doug Forlano to wrestle Matt Bell of Springfield. And Doug really the big hero for Norristown in the last match versus Methacton. Came up with a big win by decision to win the dual match for Norristown. It was a really tight match all the way through. Doug just a sophomore. Also having a pretty rough go in some of these holiday tournaments with the better competition. Just really his first experience on varsity, and we've seen a lot of improvement. Doug doing a fine job. Doug almost has the takedown. There he is behind his opponent, 2 points. Takedown for Doug Forlano. Almost locks his hands. Oh, now his opponent's out for an escape. 45 seconds gone here, and it is Doug Forlano 2, Bell of Springfield, and Doug has another takedown. So now it is 4-1. Now Doug has a cradle locked in, and he's going for the fall. He's got back points at least. Doug really good with that cradle. Needs to tighten it up a little bit, needs to settle back a bit. Oh, he lets his opponent go, or cuts him as we say. Lets his opponent out for one. Should now be 7-2. Oh, I'm sorry, 6-2. Doug working for another takedown. And he spins behind, does get another takedown. Now 8-2. And Doug goes back to work, trying for that far side cradle. Has 15 seconds left in the match, needs to keep his hips up and stay in control here. Down to 5. Needs to get out of this period without giving away any more points. 8-2 after one period. Doug Forlano, 6-point lead. Doug's choice for position. Doug defers. Brings the choice over to Springfield. They want neutral. And I think Doug's pretty comfortable here since he's already taken his opponent down 3 times. See what he can do here. Opponent shoots. Doug in a front headlock. Working for the throw by, and he has it. Another takedown. Brings the score to 10-2. Now Doug, at this early stage in the match, has earned a major decision, and he'll try to go to work from there. Doug needs to keep his hips up there. Does not want to give up a reversal. Doug working on that far ankle, trying to apply pressure and keep his opponent down. Now Doug working for a bar, and if he can flatten him out, should be able to turn him over. And loses the bar, still in control though. 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in the second period. Doug Forlano working with a 10-2 lead. Has a crossface in, trying to work for that cradle. Almost has it, and he does have it locked up. Trying to bring him over, and it looks like he has got at least back points. Trying to tighten that up. And he loses it, and he's going to come out with back points. He's still in control. So that should make it 13-2. 30 seconds left, and Doug Forlano still in control. Now trying to drive his opponent over. Needs to lower his shoulder a little bit. "15 seconds. Wants to keep hip pressure applied here so he doesn't give up control. "5 seconds. Looks like he'll stay in control. And going into the third period, Doug Forlano has choice, and he has a 13-2 lead. He chooses neutral, where he's already done quite well this match. As I've mentioned before, a lot of young wrestlers we have high hopes for, and Doug's one of them. Almost there for another takedown, and there it is. Now 15-2. Doug trying to work for the fall here. Needs to work for the fall now that he has his opponent down. Wants to get 6 points for a true fall as opposed to a technical fall. Lets his opponent back up. Now 15-3. Has a minute 20 left. Springfield shoots in. Doug Ferlino blocks. And looks to spin, and he does. Another throw by. Making it 17-3. So now Doug needs to go for the fall because the next point that he scores will be a technical fall. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's 5 team points, but we'd like to have the pin. And Doug has a cradle locked up. Almost has his opponent over. Now he does. Now Doug needs to put him away for the fall here. 45 seconds to do so. Needs to find some way to tighten that hold up. And that should, he'll get 3 more points, and that is a technical fall. So good job by Doug Ferlano. Makes the score 20-3. Norristown's Doug Ferlano. Winner by technical fall. Team score now 41-12. And that brings us to Norristown's Ricky Santiago at 135 versus Jake Bukowski of Springfield Montco. Ricky Santiago is senior with about an even record this year. The senior trying to finish strong. Ricky really an unorthodox, hits a funk there, nice move, and he's on top for a takedown already. And I believe he might have had 2 strokes. There are 2 back points. Or I could be wrong. Maybe he didn't get the 2 back points. I thought I saw 2 awarded. He might have just gotten a takedown. Now with a deep half Nelson in. Trying to take his opponent over for more back points, and there he goes. He's got the back points and the fall. In just 42 seconds, Ricky Santiago wins by fall. Should make the team score 47-12. And now we'll have probably the most exciting match we'll see tonight. I believe this is Springfield Montco's best wrestler, Mike Honeywell, against Brandon Parker. One of our up-and-coming stars here at Norristown. Brandon, a regional qualifier last year. Won a couple matches, 19 wins on the season. Tournament championship at Dallastown. Brandon in with a Merkel and gets a takedown in a scramble. 2-0 Brandon here in the first period. Brandon Hill trying to tilt. 30 seconds gone here. Brandon Parker working on top. Tilt too loose, doesn't come up with anything. In danger of being reversed here. Still in control. And they're both back on their feet. Now, no separation just yet. So Brandon is still in control. Needs to get a little more pressure. And they are neutral. Score now 2-1 with 1:03 left. And Brandon seems to be favoring that rib. I don't know if that's... I believe the actual injury is on Springfield Montco. Might be blood time. Have to get nosebleed stopped there. A couple of notes this weekend. Norristown will be competing in Front Hill, Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland. There'll be a 9-team dual tournament. A couple of top-ranked teams in Maryland. I believe the returning state championship dual team will be one of them, and some other good competition. So, be a lot of action for these Norristown wrestlers over the weekend. And as always, be trying to come away with the championship there. There we have some of our wrestlers here. If you want to pan into these clowns over here, you've got Joey Pierce, Marcus Robbins, Charles McLean. Brandon Parker attempting a spladle, doesn't quite have it. Still in neutral. Now going for that spladle. Now working a far side half. Has gained a takedown. Parker now in control. Now looking to tilt possibly. Trying to get that bar on the side, on the near side. Now 15 seconds left. Two, one, end of the first period. So Brandon Parker, 4-1 lead going in the second period. Brandon to first choice. Springfield takes neutral. Not a bad spot. Brandon has already gained 2 takedowns. Brandon, real good counter wrestling. Tries to shrug there. Goes to a shot. Oh! Good reaction, just doesn't follow it up quick enough. Good flurry there, though. Brandon needs to keep the pressure on. Springfield in on a shot. Brandon fights it off. He's got that overhook. And they're off the mat. Still 4-1. Minute 25 left in the second period. Both men on their feet. Brandon with a shot. Low ankle. Still in neutral. No takedown yet. Stalemate. Actually potentially dangerous. Ref saw probably a knee twisted the wrong way. Referee stops the action, puts them back on their feet. Both men trying to get their tie, trying to work for a takedown. Brandon real good here with a shrug, and he's almost there for another takedown. Needs to bring his opponent down, and there he has 2. Another takedown, Brandon Parker makes it 6-1. 45 seconds left in the period here. Brandon working on top. Now Parker has his opponent broken flat on the mat, trying to tie up a pinning combination, trying to keep him on the mat. Looks like he's trying to work for a tilt. Now has a bar on the near side. 20 seconds left in the period. And he's almost up. 1 stroke, but not 2. Has to get 2 in a row. Close to getting back point exposure, but not yet. Now can't. Oh, now he's got it. Should have this locked up tight. There's a near cradle. And he's digging in for some back points. Should have him there. And that's tight. Ooh. Looked like he might have had that fall, but he got 2 back points. Makes the score 8-1. Brandon will have choice in this period. Takes bottom. He is 1 point away from a major decision. Brandon 2 for reversal. Brandon Parker now in control of his opponent. 10-1 score. Minute 45 left in the third period. Along with Brandon, we got the heart of this order coming up. Brandon Parker close to a fall now. That is tight. And that's it. Brandon Parker with a fall. Third period fall with a time of 4:36. As I mentioned, next up, team captain and one of our aces, Stephen Parker. Stephen with 18 wins on the season. Coming off a a tournament championship rather at Dallastown, 145. And as we saw earlier, Stephen Parker was honored for his 100th high school wrestling victory. Stephen with the takedown. Looking to tilt his opponent here, working on top. Now tries a bar arm, and he's got his opponent over. And he's close to, and that is the fall in just 19 seconds. Stephen Parker with a 19-second fall. And as I mentioned, he's in there as one of the key people in our lineup, and I should mention on the Suburban One website, Stephen's listed as the top gun, as it were, at 145.
Now wrestling at 152 pounds for Springfield, Drew Dearden, Norristown, Joe Kent.
Now Joe Kent at 152. Joe with a takedown already. Joe's opponent, Drew Dearden. Now with a bar arm. Joe trying to tighten it up, needs to get his leg free so he can get out front and run it. Almost has him taken over, needs to take one more big step and he should be there. And there it is, Joe Kent. Oh, no back points yet. Now back behind his opponent. Trying to work that bar arm in. And he's got it reinforced. He's got a bar with the wrist. Now just a regular bar. And he's got his opponent over, and he is close to being pinned. So he's going to come away with at least back points here. And there is not much room left between the opponent's shoulders and the mat. He is close to being pinned. Now reaches back over, tries to tighten it up. And potentially dangerous. Does get 3 back points. Referee saw something he thought was dangerous in the way that Dearden's arm was bent and stops the match and starts him again. Joe Kent still on top, first period. 38 seconds left. Joe Kent very good with that bar and half combination. Joe Kent also with 18 victories this season. Did really well in the Southeast Classic, made it to the finals, our first competition of the year. And time runs out. Joe Kent with a 5-0 lead through the first period. Joe Kent chooses down. Starts the second period on the bottom. Current team score, Norristown 59, Springfield 12. Joe Kent already out for a reversal. And has a low leg cradle locked up, and that is a tough move to get out from. Joe Kent just needs to take his time, settle down, and work for the fall, and he is almost there. Not much space left. There it is. 19 seconds gone in the second period, and Joe Kent works for the fall. Should give Norristown a 65-12 lead. And our last match of the night, another one of Norristown's aces, Joey Pierce. Shares the team lead in victories with Brandon Parker, 19. Joe Pierce trying to go for his 20th win on the season.
Now wrestling at 160 pounds for Springfield, Steve Carpenter.
Joey doing an outstanding job so far this year. And in my opinion, probably has faced the toughest competition as well. Joe Pearson on a shot, switches to a double leg, and he has a takedown. 2-0. Blood time, referee sees blood. Coach Harner over there to help clean it up. Now trainer Dennis Flynn helping to work on the bloody nose, get it stopped and cleaned up. And once again, key league matchups coming up here in January and February. Wissahickon, much improved team. Upper Dublin, likewise. Plymouth Whitemarsh and Upper Moreland. Those are all going to be key competitions for the Norristown Eagles. Somewhere in that mix, the league champ will be determined. Upper Dublin, actually our last league home match of the season. Wissahickon, Plymouth Whitemarsh, and Upper Moreland all away matches. And I guess it should be mentioned, Norristown team here very excited about the debut of David Irwin, who is back as a transfer. He'll be joining the team for the second half of the season. He's one of the top-ranked 119-pounders in our area. Very accomplished young wrestler. And he will make us that much stronger for the remainder of the season, right through our league dual season and right into the postseason. And of course, expecting big things from David Irwin. Joe Pierce working on top here. Minute 30 left in the first period. Joe trying to dig that bar arm in, and he's got it. Needs to tighten it up, and he's got it pretty tight. Needs to get out front. Joey really accomplished from all phases of this sport, top, bottom, and neutral. No real weakness. Does everything well. Staying in control there with a minute left. Trying to look for an opening. Now trying to work that bar in, keeps his opponent flat. Blocking the far side off. And he's almost still trying to keep him flat before he runs it. Referee making sure that arm's not bent the wrong way. Swings it up. Now decides to let his opponent go. Work on his feet. Now 2-1. Joe Pierce with a pancake move from his feet. Has 2 points. Don't know if he got any back points. Don't think he was able to trap him on his back for a count. But now leads 4-1, and that's the first period. Springfield's choice. The first choice in Norristown. Joey Pierce takes down. And Joe Pierce out for 1 already. Now leads 5-1. Springfield shoots, Joe Pierce blocks, and he is almost, oh. Actually, Springfield gets a takedown there. Joe's out for 1 again. Joey trying to work his tie-in. Faking shots. There he goes. He's got a low single. Works it to a double and has a takedown. Now leads 8-3. Now has a crossface in, and he's got it tight. Don't know if he's going to get back points there. Now works a bar in. And he has got his opponent turned for back points. Trying to settle in and get it tighter, and there's not much space left under those shoulders, I'm telling you, and there's the fall. Minute 11 into the second period. Joe Pierce has worked for the fall. Brings the team score to 71-12, and that is it for this wrestling match. Norristown 71, Springfield Montco 12. That brings Norristown 7-2 on the season, 3-0 in league. And until next broadcast, we'll see you.